Hey, welcome back to Suhe Speaks, where we do all things reviews, and today we're going to be talking about a new movie that just came out this weekend. No, not The Flash, Elemental. Elemental is a story that is created from the same studio as Inside Out, and I went with my daughter, so we're going to get their perspective as well too. So stay tuned for the review and recommend portion of this review, and let's get digging into Elemental.
Meet the residents of Element City. Air usually has their head in the clouds.
Oh, my new jacket!
Earth can be a little seedy.
Nothing weird going on here.
Just a little pruning. Water is always getting into something. Help! And fire, as ordered, we run a little hot.
So the way the movie started off, it started off with a whole migration process, which is something near and dear. Family migrated from another country, coming to a new country. The same way we see the opening panel is of this fire element couple coming on a ship to this new place, this massive, gorgeous world called, it's a massive city, Element City, and they're all coming together. You see different elements, like water element coming on a different ship, cloud coming in a different ship, you see trees coming in different one. Everybody's coming through this passage, and as a fire element, they stand out. So when they were here, everybody was looking at them differently, because Element City, the biggest purpose and the biggest thing happening in Element City is water. Water everywhere. Water elements need water. Well, water also creates clouds. Trees need water. And you see this whole world, and the fire elements are looking for a place to belong. Come here, and how their parents had to give up, come to a new place, and learn the new way. And the same way, the fire elements were trying to find their way. And while trying to find the way, they were denied a place to live or being accepted at places. So in the point where the father of Ember is the main character in the story, her father basically finds this abandoned area because they were rejected, and he builds it for his people, for himself. And it felt very culture, like they were bringing their own culture. And when he opens his own store, his dream store, and brings his fire culture, his old country culture into this, more people from his race, his element come through. It attracts them. They have their food, they have their belonging, and that's how the movie starts. It starts off with this big premise around the blue flame from old country and how they have the culture. And we've seen Disney tackle this type of things when history coming here, and it's really beautiful. Some people may call it cliche, but I look for this because it's something you could connect with, and I really like connecting with the movie, connecting with the story, the characters, before all the beauty and everything. Because you could make a movie with gorgeous animation, sound, have the best cast, but if the story isn't good, something you could actually draw the viewers into, then what's the point? Like, what are we doing? And these stories are so relatable, and you could recycle them. But if you do it nicely in the terms of this way, this is more so a story driven, and judging from the trailer and looking at the trailer itself, and I'm not going to spoil it more, going just off the premise right from the beginning. I'm not going to go more deeper. I'll keep another spoiler section of this. I'm just telling you how the movie starts and how I can relate to it. And it was really beautiful to see how there's so much different culture and different diversity over here, and the whole purpose of this movie, as you can tell, is belonging and finding equality in humanity. And you could see in this that there's the difference with each other, because water fears fire, fire fears water, because they can get burned. And so the rating section, stay tuned for that. That's a separate section. I want to make sure I have a very special surprise. This surprise I'm very eager to announce too, so stay tuned for that. This is my spoiler free section right now. I don't want to go more into it. Let me just tell you about what I think about sound. Sound was incredible. The music was great. There's this one song. I'll put it in this review. It is really good. It felt very close to him. It felt very desi in terms of desi, like Indian, Pakistani, anything of that nature. It had dole, tablas and stuff. It was really cool. The moment me and my best friend heard it, we both are like, yo, it got some, touch to it. And the song is really, really good. Really enjoyed it. I'm glad they had that song in there too. It made the scene and that song much better. It's a very cute romantic movie. The visuals were gorgeous, and you know it. Disney's on top of their shit, especially when it comes to animation like this. They're on top of this shit, and this was gorgeous. I loved Ember, how she looked. Ember was such an awesome character. You could call it cliche, but I like that. I'm a proud girl dad, and more power to it. Female movie about girl or coming together, whatever. It's more to it. I don't want to go into it, but it's such a good movie, and my recommendation will come later. Already I'm saying it's a good movie. It's something I enjoyed. I went in with expectation. It met expectation. I came out happy. I'm glad I watched this movie. I'm glad I got to see something with my daughters that they got to enjoy. I don't know. We'll find out. So now let's get into the spoiler section. Everything goes sideways because Ember cannot control her anger. She wants to take over the shop because that's her father's dream, and she thinks that's what she's supposed to do because her father gave up everything to come to this country to give her a better life. But Ember has issues controlling her emotions, especially anger, and when she explodes, which causes her to blow up the basement accidentally, and the water inspector, aka the water guy, comes through that leak, became the inspector of, all this stuff. He started giving citations because he saw nothing in order, and then Ember was trying to fix it, and she's like, if you close up this shop, this is my dad's dream, if you close up this shop, he's gonna lose everything, and he built everything from the ground up himself. And the water guy is like, he did all this, and Ember thought he was impressed, but then he starts crying. And I really like Wade. Wade was such a good character because Wade was honest. He basically said how he feel. Sometimes it's bad, but in this instance, it's just how natural it is to him. And it felt so good to see a character like him relate with the complete opposite. And I like the polar opposites connection because Ember is hot at it, and he's water cool. I wouldn't say calm, more controlling of his feelings and emotion and knowing and accepting it. I really like Wade. Wade was awesome. So he ended up giving 30 citations because it was built with 0 permit, and that led to a whole chase of her getting into Element City, and then him giving everything the citation. Then she had to plead the case, which didn't go in her way, and then she ended up going to the game where she got to respect Wade and how he connects to everybody, completely different than who she is. She's more like an introvert, somebody that cannot control her anger. She cannot control people's stupidity. I can relate to that sometimes. I myself is sometimes stupid, but she gets overwhelmed by it. That's how she was losing her composure. She was exploding, and that led to all this issues that happening at the same time caused her to get close to Wade. And I really like the connection. They both felt equally connected right from the beginning. They both were complete opposite, but together they felt special. And I really liked how they used that to draw us in. I really like when they had the date and the song stole the show. Like, I really, really love, I forgot the song's name, but it had the Dolby, the Indian beat. It was really good. The scenes were gorgeous. Especially when she was walking back from the date and she was underneath the bridge and the water started falling. It was really nice to see, especially her character, how it kept on evolving, and she had she could make glass. There's so much beauty in this movie. I love the mom's character. She had the nose to smell true love, and the scene how Wade and Ember had proven to her how they love each other, especially how her whole chase with the true love, and she's like, water guy. She was adorable, 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 like a true mom should be. She was adorable, and she's like, oh, you can't do this, and then he used her brightness, and I really liked how vivid and colorful fire was. I loved how fire looked. It was gorgeous. I think everything in this movie was well done. The story is cliche. It has done, we have seen these kind of stories. You can say Turning Red, Dad Edition, Oriya, and like, you know, about dreams and fulfilling them for the father. Giving her dream is to do more, and she's very good at creating glass. And she doesn't want to run the store, but she thought it's a dad's dream. And there's a whole thing, and he doesn't like the water people for a good reason. You know, he wasn't treated good. Oh, the romantic scene when they couldn't touch each other and everything, and then the flower she wanted to see, the one flower that can survive all the elements, and she couldn't see it, and the thing got flooded, and he prepared all this stuff, and he took underneath, and she started brightening and stuff, and how they all bloomed. Really well done. It was such, like, I didn't expect it to be romantic, but I loved it. I like this type of stuff because the characters are somebody you can cheer for. They aren't somebody that are they're just two opposite people that are trying to understand each other when the world around them is just like, no, stay away from each other. I really like that when you can break the order is because people are scared of the unknown. And when they're touched after the whole thing, it's like their chemistry's changed, like they changed, and it was really nice to see how it was presented. And the whole moment they were slow dancing and you see the bubbling. The end was kind of sad, but I knew it's not gonna be a dark ending. No way. It's a Disney movie. Oh, come on, you know it's gonna be a happy ending. And how he came back, obviously, because the more compliments or the more sad stuff you say, he's gonna start crying, and they cry easily. So I really like how the Dan goes pan. Oh, when he got banned, man, I'm going all over the place. I'm going all over the place. There's so many good moments from this movie to pick up on. It's when he was a food inspector. That was hilarious because then he ended up watering down. So yeah, I enjoyed this movie. This movie had a lot of good moments. So now we're going to do a very special edition of Suhe Speaks where we're going to bring up my beautiful daughters to actually review and rate, and if it's recommended. Let's get it started.
Today I'm gonna be my dad's gonna be asking questions
About Elemental.
about elementals.
Okay, so tell me, what was your favorite thing about Elemental?
The mom spraying all the people.
The mom's was your favorite part?
Yeah, because she said save it for the wedding.
What about Ember and Wade? Did you like them?
Yeah, I like them.
You like them? What was the best part about them?
Them touching.
Them touching, that's cool.
Because they did mix.
That's cool. What about music? Did you like the music?
Yeah.
Oh, you
I can't believe it was Indian music.
Yeah, they had dolls and stuff. And okay, so do you think kids should watch this movie?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you recommend them seeing this in the movie theaters or at home?
In the movie theater.
So you enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
What?
Hey guys, it's me and Nayu, and today my dad's gonna ask me questions about elementals.
Okay, so Elementals. What was your favorite thing about Elementals?
I don't know. I liked all of it.
You liked all of it. Who was your favorite character?
Hazel.
Oh, nice. And anything you...
I mean Amber.
Ember. I was just like, this is a new person. Ember, yes. What did you like about Ember?
She was so cool and pretty. She's the main character.
Okay. And did you like anything else? Did you like the music, the graphics?
Yeah.
So this movie, did you like the movie?
Yeah.
And do you recommend this movie to other people?
Yeah.
Should they watch it at home or in the movie theater?
Both.
They should watch it both?
Yeah.
Are you going to watch it a second time?
Yeah.
Okay, so all the movies you've seen this year, this is one of the movies you tell other people to go watch.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's one last thing you want to say before you sign off?
No.
Okay, that's good enough.
It was a good movie.
Okay, good movie. You heard it. You heard it from Nayu.
Bye.
And there you have it. You heard it right straight from the kids' mouth. They love the movie. They recommend it. If you have kids, if you have family that wants to do these type of movies, the outings to go see it. If you're a Disney fan, a Pixar fan, this is a good movie to see. My daughters loved it straight from their mouths. I love it. I recommend it. I don't care about the cliche. It was done right. It felt right. The visuals are good. The sound was good. The music was good. The characters were good. I enjoyed it. It is better than The Flash that came out. Much better. I enjoyed it much more. Enjoyed it much more than The Flash. So I recommend you going out to theater, going with your family, going with your kids, and watching this movie. You're going to enjoy it too. Me as an adult, I thought it would be more kiddish, but I also felt more drawn to this movie as much as the kids. So Elemental, must watch, theater, go see it. I'm Suhe. Like and subscribe. I'll catch you next time. Peace.
Like Netflix, we're like the freshmen, double XL shit. You're like a PC on that Excel shit. Logic, we got it, and you talking